Idealism is a philosophical belief that regards perceptions and ideas as the most important reality. Marx disagreed with this idea, especially when he critiqued Hegel's philosophy of right in 1843. Marx argued that Hegel's view of the state as an abstract idea led to a misunderstanding because Hegel did not start with real people as the basis of the state. Instead, he saw the state as something that influences people, making them seem like they only exist because of the idea of the state. Marx believed that it is actually real people who create ideas, not the other way around. Marx agreed with Hegel's idea that things like wealth and the power of the state can take on different alienated forms, but Marx thought Hegel only saw this in abstract philosophical terms, not in real life, which Marx called uncritical idealism. In the German ideology, Marx expanded his critique to say that Hegel turned everything in the material world into ideas and thought history was just a history of ideas. Marx thought this way of thinking also influenced other philosophers like Bauer and Feuerbach. He said they were like sheep pretending to be wolves, just repeating the ideas of the German middle class, where change only happens in people's thoughts, not in real life. In Marx's later writings, he continues to critique idealism with Hegel as his main focus. In the preface to a contribution to the critique of political economy, Marx emphasizes that legal and political relations cannot be understood solely through the development of human thought as Hegel suggested. Instead, Marx argues that they must be analyzed within the material conditions of society, particularly through the lens of political economy. Similarly, in the afterword to the second German edition of Capital, Marx critiques Hegel's idealism again, particularly his idea that thinking creates the real world. According to Hegel, the real world is merely an external appearance of the idea, which Marx disagrees with. Marx argues that the idea is actually a reflection of the material world in people's minds and is translated into forms of thought. Despite this critique, Marx acknowledges Hegel's insight, even though he believes Hegel presented it in a mystified and contradictory manner.